We are suppressed emotions. Back on the cinema scale today, we have Inside Out 2. Joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust have been running a successful operation by all accounts. However, when anxiety shows up, they aren't sure how to feel. Inside Out number 2. The story begins with Riley's prior emotions growing with her on the beautiful train tracks of puberty. And then boom, in comes these new emotions with a new agenda, new ideas, and new thoughts in connection with helping Riley to grow to perfection. And among that wonderful ensemble of new emotions, we have anxiety, played by Maya Hawke. And my oh my, what a phenomenal job she has done in connection with anxiety. Then we have envy on board, along with fear and embarrassment. And so the film centers around Riley trying to adjust to her teenage years by choosing the popular kids over her former course of friends. She goes away to a 3-day hockey camp, and there she discovers emotions about herself that she didn't know she had or was going to have. And so the movie develops around the adventures of her previous emotions, while her new emotions are striving to create this better new version of Riley. A phenomenal roller coaster of adventure, comedy, sadness, drama. It's a nice ensemble of emotions that connect you from this movie to the first movie and vice versa. Pixar did a phenomenal job in connection with developing the character of Riley. Now, in this film, you get a different look into the mind of Riley. There's new gadgets, there's new gizmos, there's new things that make Riley whom she is, and that was just exciting to see. If I had to put my finger on it, I would say that anxiety stole the show, both literally and emotionally. The film drives home the lesson that we can't allow our emotions to control us, but rather we have to grow to control our emotions. Wonderfully displayed. I really appreciated the adventure aspect of this particular movie, because in the adventure there is growth. There are things that each emotion discovers that is necessary to being able to solve the problem at the end of the film. Very nice wrap up, strong plot development, great cast, very nice cast in connection with this particular movie. I laughed a lot. In this film, I really appreciate how Pixar developed each character so that they all at some point could contribute to the problem. Joy obviously takes the lead in connection with trying to solve the problems that anxiety is causing. And the wrap up in connection with this movie is a nice balance of what makes each and every one of us human. That was done wonderfully in connection with this movie. There were moments in the film, runtime is hour 36 minutes, but it's so packed with adventure. The upbeatness of the movie. The movie takes off right away. With the first 20 minutes of the film, you're jumping right into the action. You're developing the characters right away because it's a sequel. So right away you can just jump into the film and just move forward. Really loved that character development. In a sequel, that's what we come for, the character development in connection with the film. Inside Out 2 is literally a marvelous comedic, dramatic, adventurous thriller that will leave you feeling satisfied when you leave the theater. You will feel somewhat meditative after watching a movie like this. The movie focuses on the challenges that Riley has as a 13-year-old in today's world. And although the movie is directed to a mature audience, they still balance out some of the beautiful kid-like aspects that made Inside Out fun. It makes it such a fun movie. It gives it a nice, strong drive. And you're literally on the edge of your seat, scene by scene by scene. The things that is going on in Riley's mind parallel to the things that are going on outside of her mind. I will say, though, Not being able to see too much of mom and dad in this movie was a bit difficult because they were vital in connection with the first movie. But as teens grow, they tend to drift away from their parents. So that was a bit more realistic than having mom and dad kind of hover over Riley. I will say that the film is indeed a nice homage toward those who are dealing with anxiety, those who are struggling with anxiety, and those who may not understand what a person whom is battling anxiety is going through. The film gives nice homage to those emotions. Unfortunately, some of the other emotions are kind of pushed to the side a little bit. You don't get to see as much of them in the film as you would have liked. But it really highlights some of the challenges that young Riley is going through, trying to make new friends, trying to balance out her old friends, or figure out if she wants to move on from those old friends. And that just gives it this very different undertone. Simple plot, but very different undertone. And I think that's what's going to make this particular movie stand out. That's what makes this particular movie stand out. That you have a familiar plot, a familiar circumstance, but it's cultivated in a new way. Even down to the how they orchestrated Riley's mind and what was going on in it as things were being displayed in the real world. Powerful representation of what can be going on in one's mind during such mind-altering, life-changing circumstances. The film does have one post-credit scene that you're going to want to stick around for. In the post-credit scenes, it reveals something to you from the movie that was not revealed. So you got to stick around for that post-credit scene. So that was Inside Out 2. Let me know in the comment box what you guys think. Did you see this movie? Did you love this movie? Did you hate this movie? Did you envy this movie? Were you afraid of this movie? Did it give you anxiety? Let me know in the comment box. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next review. Peace out.